Hello, and welcome to RuPaul's Drag Race Rejudged, where today I will be taking a look at UK Season 4, the greatest disappointment in Drag Race history. I had such high hopes when I saw this promo and I saw the Meet the Queens, and the season was able to meet those expectations for like 2 episodes. Episode 1 is the Runway Challenge, so I will very briefly be talking about the notable queens in that challenge. Black Peppa has a very good Mr. Blobby look. It goes in a very different direction than what I would expect from a Mr. Blobby look, but it is still very good. I think her Ru Are You look is also a very strong showing. Black Peppa had in this episode some of the greatest fashion of the season. Unfortunately, she just wasn't able to meet this bar going forward. Next is Dakota Schiffer. Her Anne Boleyn look was a choice. It needed to go a lot further. Her second look, I just don't really get Ru Are You from it. I get nothing about Dakota from this. A Ru Are You look should show off your personality and drag style. I don't really think this does that for Dakota. Next is Just May. I would say her Queen Victoria bust look is it is very reminiscent of Bag of Chips, and that is not a good thing. Her second look, it definitely tells us a lot about her. It's just not a really good look. This was at like a 7 or 8. It needed to be at like a 12. It just needed to go a lot further. The next queen is Pixie Polite. Her Del Boy look was interesting. I don't really know too much about British culture, but this was executed relatively well. My main issue with the runway package is her Ru Are You look. I don't really like this. It is incredibly... I hate to use this term because I hate when the judges use this, but it does kind of come off as a bit arts and craftsy. Next is Sminty Drop. I think her Antiques Roadshow look is very interesting in a very good way. There's not much look to it, but the look we get is so stretched out across her body that it is able to show off her body and still highlight the look. It is a very well executed concept. Her second look, I really love the hair. The dress is beautiful, and I love the glove and boot combo. Very nice showing. The last queen is Starlet. I think her Patsy Stone look is very good. Once again, I don't know too much about British culture. I'm not Michelle, but I think this look is executed really well based off the research I did. Her second look is definitely giving me Disney Princess. The makeup and hair are stunning. The judging for the first episode has Baby, Cheddar, Copper, Danny, Jombers, and LaPhil, all as safe. We have a top 3 of Peppa, Sminty, and Starlet, with Peppa getting the win, and we have a bottom 3 of Dakota, Pixie, and Just May. The bottom 2 are going to be Dakota and Just May. They will lip sync to Let Them Know. It is a very good lip sync song. It is not that good of a lip sync, but Dakota wins, and Just May is eliminated. Next is episode 2, which is Girl Group. The winning team is the team of Cheddar, Copper, Dakota, Danny, LaPhil, and Pixie. Cheddar, Dakota, and LaPhil all did really good jobs verse-wise, and I think Danny and Pixie really fit the theme of the challenge. The losing team is the team of Baby, Peppa, Jombers, Sminty, and Starlet. Baby and Peppa both did really good jobs, some of the best of the week, and are safe. The bottom 3 are Jombers, Sminty, and Starlet. Now, for the lip sync, it's going to be Starlet and one other queen. I'm going with Jombers. I think her runway was worse, and Sminty had a good verse. It just wasn't executed well in the performance. Jombers and Starlet will lip sync, and Starlet is unfortunately eliminated. Next up is the episode 3 runway challenge. First team is Baby and Dakota. I think they do really good jobs. The looks are very different, but incredibly cohesive. This is a 10 out of 10 job. You could tell they were having the time of their lives up. Baby's energy is just really infectious. Next is Black Peppa and Jombers Blonde. These are terrible. It is just a terrible showing all around. Next is the team of Cheddar Gorgeous and Copper Top. For Cheddar, I think she did a very good job. The hair and the dress are just gorgeous. And for Copper, it is a weaker look. Definitely the weaker of the two. It still has some good details. The sewing isn't that bad. It's just an all-around fine look. This did not deserve to go home. Next, we have Danny Beard and Pixie Polite, it is pretty much the exact same dress, the exact same accessories, incredibly similar makeup. The hair is one difference, I guess, but yeah, this is just not a good showing. It is incredibly basic. We just needed a lot more out of them this challenge, and I had much higher hopes for them. Next, we have LaPhil and Sminty Drop. They both did a very good job. There is a lot of cohesion between the two looks, but also a fair amount of differences. They really fit the theme of the challenge, and they would definitely get the win against any group except Baby and Dakota. For the judging, the team of Baby and Dakota both win. The team of LaPhil and Sminty are both high. The team of Cheddar and Copper are both safe. The team of Danny and Pixie are both low, and the bottom team is the team of Peppa and Jombers. I don't know why Jombers was saved from the bottom here other than RuPaul liking her. She will not be saved today. Peppa and Jombers will lip sync to This Is Real. It will be an absolute bloodbath, and Jombers is eliminated. Next is the episode 4 improv challenge. I think Peppa and Dakota both did fine. I'm assuming Copper would also do fine. This challenge seems like something that would be in her wheelhouse. We don't really know though, because she only participated in performance and fashion challenges. The top 3 are going to be Cheddar, Danny, and Pixie, with Danny getting the win, and the bottom 3 are going to be Baby, LaPhil, and Sminty. LaPhil is low, leaving Baby and Sminty to lip sync to Respectable. It is the best lip sync of the season. Incredible lip sync song. Baby wins, and Sminty sad twerks her way out of the competition. Next up is episode 5. It is the Rusical, and no one is going home. This was a very strong challenge. Definitely the best UK Rusical. Dakota and Pixie did the worst jobs of the group and are safe. The top queens are Baby, Peppa, Cheddar, Copper, Danny, and LaPhil, with the top 2 of the week being Danny and LaPhil. Danny and LaPhil will lip sync to No Way. Danny wins, and no one is eliminated. Unfortunately, we will still be losing Baby this episode, as she will quit, likely either during Untucked or after the lip sync. Next up is episode 6, which is the disappointment that was UK Season 4 Snatch Game. I think Cheddar, Copper, and Dakota would all do well here. I'm going to give the win to Cheddar because I have to pick a winner. This was not a good Snatch Game. It was just all around kind of meh. Pixie is going to be safe, with the bottom 3 being Peppa, Danny, and LaPhil. Danny really got into her head here and messed up and is low. The bottom 2 are Peppa and LaPhil. They will lip sync to Stop, and LaPhil will be eliminated, fulfilling the Snatch Game curse. We have arrived at the makeover. First up, Black Peppa. Very basic dresses. A lot more work could have gone into them. I don't really like the hair and makeup, but at least it's mildly interesting to look at. Next up is Copper Top. This look is sold entirely by the editing and the background. If you edit out the background and all the effects on this image, it's just kind of a weak makeover. This likely would not be a strong showing for Copper. Next is Cheddar Gorgeous. This look is incredible. I love the hair. I love every single part of this, and the makeup is just stunning. This is easily Cheddar's best week in the competition. Next, we have Dakota Schiffer. It is a very well executed look. This did not deserve to go home. There are a lot of different details. I personally would have done the glove legging combination a bit differently, but this is still not a bad showing. It is honestly pretty good. Both her and her makeup partner look absolutely stunning. Next up is Danny Beard. I really was not expecting her to slay this hard. These looks are really beautiful. They have a very good cohesion between the two. Danny did a great job this week, second only to Cheddar. Finally, we have Pixie Polite. This is bad. The looks are kind of just middle of the road. They could have gone a lot further. The makeup and hair are just a mess. There is so much going on with these looks in such a bad way. It just was not a good showing for Pixie. For the judging, we are going to have a top 3 of Cheddar, Dakota, and Danny, with Cheddar getting the win. We are going to have a bottom 3 of Peppa, Copper, and Pixie. Peppa will be low, with Pixie and Copper lip syncing. Pixie did a very good job here, and I definitely think she would send Copper home, leaving us with the top 5 that we deserved. Episode 8 is the acting challenge. The judging here is very controversial. I have never seen two people judge it the same way, and we also have the added layer here that Dakota is here. I assume that Dakota will take Jombers' role, so here's how it plays out. Pixie will be safe. We have a top 2 of Cheddar and Danny, with Danny getting the win, and we have a bottom 2 of Peppa and Dakota lip-syncing to some kind of Rush. I don't think this would be a good lip-sync in this timeline. I don't think Dakota's performing style really fits this song, and I don't think Peppa knew the words. Peppa was able to hide that pretty well. Peppa wins, and Dakota is unfortunately eliminated. Next is the episode 9 comedy challenge. Danny is easily winning this. There is no competition. Peppa, Cheddar, and Pixie all kind of bombed. Cheddar has the best runway and best performance and is low. Of the 3, Cheddar has the best runway and the best performance and is low, leaving us with the same bottom 2 of Peppa and Pixie. They lip sync to Another One Bites the Dust. It is a terrible lip sync. Peppa wins and Pixie is eliminated. We have finally arrived at episode 10. It is the finale. It is definitely a fairer finale. I don't think it's all the way there. I refuse to rewatch this season. I will not support this. Danny is in first place with a score of 4 and 5 wins. Cheddar is in second place with a score of 3.67 and 3 wins. And Peppa is eliminated in third with a score of 2.33 and 1 win. Danny and Cheddar lip sync for the crown to This Is My Life. Danny has a much better track record and lip sync and wins. We are finally free from this season. This was a very big disappointment after UK3. UK3 was bad, but this was so much worse. I unironically believe that this is one of the bottom 5 worst seasons of Drag Race ever. It was awful. Hey, it's Drag Race Rejudged. Do you want gay shit? Well then check out the RuPaul's Drag Race Rejudged YouTube channel and hit subscribe.